Another thumbs up, guys. I'm going to dive in just to make sure you can hear me. I don't want to speak now for the next half an hour. Better, but a bit robot-like. Even now, like a robot. Maybe I have a bit like a robot. Much better. Okay, that's cool. Let's get going through here. Okay, so last night was family night. We got the family come round and we decided we were going to go and get beautiful. We were going to go and get an Indian. And I was thinking as I was driving for this Indian about this talk that I'm going to do today. And what I was thinking that we actually drove past 3 to 4 different takeaway foods to go and get this particular Indian. I've talked about this Indian before. It's a place in my town, it's not too far away, and every time an Indian's opened up there, it's closed down, it's not too good. So this guy's opened up and he's storming it, doing really, really well. Thank you, Nadine, I'm glad I'm better. He's doing really, really well. And I drove past 3 Indians to actually get there. And I'm thinking, why did I do that? He's the dearest in my town, so he's the most expensive Indian in my town. I have to drive further to go and get him. I have to wait longer for my food because he's always busy. Why do I do that? Now, I'm trying to revert that back to when I opened my salon, and I was very similar. I had 0 people that were near me. I had no walk-by trade. And people travel a long, long time. I mean, for example, I'm on the Central Coast, and I had a lady drive every 4 weeks from Canberra to come and have a hair done. And if I'm going to boast just once more, I had a lady flying from England because she had 3 points to get her hair done by me. Now that's pretty cool. So why does someone go to them lengths? Now the reason they go to them lengths is because I set myself and my bar really high. I learned really how to attract my client. And that's the key here, guys. Like, there's certain people in your town that are always going to go to the cheapest and they're always going to go to the nearest. Well, you don't want them. You actually want people that want to come to you because you are good at what you do. You've got to learn certain skills to learn how to attract these people. Now, to give you an idea how to attract people here in 2017 is to be the #1 salon in town. And to be the #1 salon does not mean you have to be the best hairdresser or the best beautician. We got told this many years ago, and most people haven't got this concept yet. You have to give the best service. That's the key here. You have to be good at hairdressing, but you don't have to be the best. You've got to be the best in your client's world, and that is the key. We did have a lady from Coffs that travelled every 6 or 8 weeks. That is true to much. She came down regardless. So what drove a person to come from Coffs Harbour or come from Canberra or even flew in to have a hair done? I mean, that is crazy stuff when you think about it. But the difference being here, she knew she was going to get a certain service when she walked through the door. But this lady came in, and all 3 of them, they knew exactly what time they would get done. We very rarely ran late. Our service was impeccable. You see, nowadays, we talk about the USP. How can you be different? How can you be unique? It's hard to be unique. You see, what you need to be is remarkable. Remarkable is when someone leaves, they go, wow, that person's impressed me. The wash, the greetings, the reception, the retail, the consultation, the problem solving, everything has to be remarkable. And that's the key here, is you've got to be remarkable. You have to learn how your posts on Facebook work really well. We've got Tammy here just commented there that she used to work for me, that we had a lady back from Coffs, which I forgot about her, Tammy. She's very, really good at getting clients in the door with her Facebook. She knows how to attract the right client. If you want to dive onto her Facebook page, you'll find that. The reason she knows that, you see, is because she knows what client she's after. She knows their problems. She knows their pains. She knows what they're looking for, and she offers the solution in the post. Really quite good. You need to learn how to attract. So you've got to set yourself up as something. You can't just be a nobody. Tammy chose to be the blonde expert in town. If you've got blonde hair, everyone knows you've got a Tammy and she'll fix it. You've got to decide who you want to attract, guys. What are you good at? What do you want to be remarkable at? When they get them in, you've got to convert these people into loyal clients. You've got to get them in and make them really loyal. That means that once you've actually got their attention out there and you've attracted their attention, because remember we spoke about this before, I do this quite a lot lately because everyone's not seeing this. Like, 3% of people at the moment, let's just say these are people in your area, 3% of people are ready to buy now. Stick a special out, yeah, you're going to get 10 or 20 people come, but they're going to leave as quickly as they come. 67% of people are not happy with their hairdressers at the moment, and they're just looking around. They want to make sure that when they make that move, it feels like home. That's all they're waiting for. So what they're waiting for is for you to say the right things, to build up the trust, to build up the community, to build it up so they feel, I feel safe going to that person. I know what they do and I think they're good at what they do. So that's what your post should be aimed at, is 67%. This is the key to getting your salon busy. So you need to put yourself out there, guys, and choose what you want to do. How are you going to get the noise out there? What do you think is going to hit? You're not going to get it right first time. You're going to mess up a few times. But when you get it right, it's going to happen. That momentum is going to start to grow. Then you've got to convert these people that are having a look at you. You've got to convert these people to come into the salon. And convert them by putting the right words out there, the right posts out there, the right blogs out there, the right videos. Hey, like me, I'm doing a video now to you guys. I'm trying to show you that I know my stuff. You know, and hopefully you believe me enough that one day you come and do business with me. That's how it is. Very, very similar to them. They're looking to think, is it worth me making this move? Is this person good at what they do? I want to go and check them out on Google. I want to go and check their Facebook pages out. You've got to do that. And then when they walk through that door, you've got to walk the walk, guys. Okay, you've got to deliver, you know, a 5-star service. Do you have a client journey that you work through every single day? You know, we have meetings on a Friday in my salon. Every Friday for the last 12 years that I own my salon. And in the UK, I did exactly the same. And our meetings were made up of how our systems broke down that week, because they're going to break down. Some staff are going to forget and get lazy. Some staff are going to put bleach on someone's handbag. It's going to happen. Your job is to look at that client journey and keep chipping away until it is perfected. Because when a client came into my salon, they didn't have to wait longer than 5 minutes before we started them. Otherwise, something was going wrong in my salon. They could set their time by us. They know exactly what time they were due to leave. Every staff member was like clockwork. They knew exactly what needed to get done, and they knew what they needed to step up and help somebody else out. That's remarkable. That's what made it good. The hairdressing was second. It was the service and the remarkability that made our salon stand out from anyone else. Then, to keep your hunger going, you've got to start all over again. Because you can't live on your morals. The minute you stop and take back, you'll start to die. Everybody I know will lose 20% of their clients. You know, you're the same. So what happens is, you've got to start by, hey, attracting as many clients as you can. So if you're not full, and I'm talking, for example, we're in a room here now, guys. Let me get me blue out to make it easy. If you've got one staff member, they should be taking you 3 times their wage. It's your job to do that. If you've got another staff member, they should be doing 3 times your wage, and you just keep growing like this, guys. And that's how you make money in a salon. Most people try and get too many people, and they're not doing 3 times their wage. I saw it only the other day. And if you can't fill these people up, you don't know how to attract clients. You've just opened your door because you got busy with momentum when you first started. You talk about the startup business. You hear me talk about all the time. Anyone can go from startup to war zone just with your passion. It's getting out of this war zone. Anyone who's taken less than probably 8,000 a week, I believe, is in a war zone, because that's where everybody is. You're fighting for the same staff. You haven't got thousands left over for a refit. You haven't got thousands left over to pay your staff more. So the whole idea, if you want to get out of your war zone, you need to know how to attract clients on tap. You need to know what works. And that means you've got to figure out, how can I solve these problems in their head before they come to my salon? Hard to do, but that's the way it is. You see, the clients are more savvy now. You see, the clients know how to fix their own problem, but they just can't fix it themselves. They can't do a good haircut. They can't give themselves body. They can't give themselves sleek. But they've Googled it and they know. So when they call you and when they turn up, when they see your posts, they actually want to hear you come up with the answer they already know exists. You see, they know the answers. They're really savvy. But most of you guys don't know. Then you're blagging to the clients, or you just go, I'll do this. The client's thinking, that's wrong. Everyone else on Google's saying this because they believe Google. You see, if you're ill and you've got an itch or if you've got a rash, you go to the doctors and he comes up with a solution and he gives you, a script, a prescription, and if you go to the chemist and you get this prescription, this product, and you put it on you and it goes away. You went with the product, he listened to you, he gave you a solution, you went and fixed it, job done. Your clients are the same. They come to you with a problem, even the ones that you do week in, week out. That's why we started our conversation in our salon with some very, very simple. Do you want to change or maintain your look today? We ask them the big open questions so they can come up with any problems. How's your hair looking at home? Any problems how you style it yourself? That's the key here, guys. So you need to know how to attract these people. And if you don't know, you've got to start learning. It's not about putting an ad out or before and after acts. If you're still doing that, that's so wrong, guys. It really is so wrong. Them days are gone. If you're still doing that, Excuse me, if you're still doing that, it is wrong. You've got to learn how to attract. You've got to learn then to attract these people that are there watching you, the 67%. How can you convert them? How can you get them to actually call the salon and come in to pay really good money, not specials, really good money? So how do you attract them? You've got to be the number one, which means you've got to be the number one problem solver in your town. As simple as that. If you want to be known as the number one person in town is someone who solves problems the best. They have a solution for what they think. The taglines, who are they? Are they blonde specialists, curly specialists, flat hair specialists, pixie lip? Whatever. What do you want to be known for, guys? Hey, you've got to start putting your posts out to who you want to do, what clients you want to attract. You've then got to get all these likes and all these people that are watching you in the distance, 67%. How are you going to get them to call? You start layering it up with your Google. You start layering it up with your Facebook page. You start putting blogs out there and things like that. People then go, yeah, I get this person. So when they walk in the door, they almost feel like they know you. It's like now, you watch me guys on a Friday quite regularly. You guys know me. If you met me in a coffee shop, I should be the same. I have the same ethos and the same belief because I'm not here lying to you guys. This is the truth. This is how it is. So it means that I can back up everything I said because I can. That's me. I'm passionate about getting you guys busy. You know, that's my real world. So I deliver really well. And you have to know to do that because that's remarkable. You know, remarkable. There's so many averages out there. You see, for example, ask yourself this. If I wanted to come and work for you, and I'm a pretty good hairdresser, if I want to come and work for you, I'd interview you now. I'd want to make sure that you've got something going for me, not just a job. I don't want a job. No one wants a job. So why should I choose your salon? And that's why when people can't find staff, they don't know what makes them different. That's the same as a client. How are you different to someone down the road? And don't tell me you're nicer or you give nicer coffee. Not anymore. It doesn't cut it anymore. You know, you have to deliver a super duper system, a super duper step-by-step process that all your team are on. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me years and years ago. I was a busy fool, and my staff used to book in all the awkward people book them with Richard, he can deal with them. How bad was that? Really, I should teach my staff how to deal with awkward people. I remember working, the first one in the salon, working all day, and still working at night when they're all in the back room sitting down on their phones having a laugh. How stupid was I? You know, and that's the way it was. I was the busiest and top earner in my salon for year after year after year. And the problem was, hey Marina, you got it bang on there, you go past expectations, I'll talk about that in a second. But the difference is, when I started systemizing my salon, because I knew I'd make lots of money, if I could have 2 of me, 3 of me, 4 of me, I'd make lots of money, I would. And the same as you guys, you're probably the busiest person in, and how do you duplicate it? You bring systems in and you make your salon the destination, not you. Which means the salon has to be impeccable. Many, many years ago, like Marina just said here, go past expectations every time, right? Many, many years ago, we used to under-deliver and over-promise. Remember that? That's what it used to be. Under-deliver what you're going to give guys and over-promise, you know, under-promise, over-deliver. It used to be what it used to be. And it used to be like, you know, you advertise something, but you give them so much more, and people go out and go, wow, we forgot that. We now try and promise them the world and not deliver it. It just means that when they come in, you've got to make sure that your systems are beautiful. Remarkable, remember? You've got to give remarkable service. Now, in 6 months' time, that service is going to be average because your clients are so used to it and people are going to start copying you. You're going to have to lift your game again. I started lifestyle coaching about 1.5 years ago, and I think I've wrote my course 3 times. I'm right in the middle of now doing a brand new spanking course again that I'm going to release maybe in about 2 weeks' time. Ugh, getting really close. Me and my coaches are working on this really hard. It's a smaller course for smaller salons. It's designed for smaller salons, just really basic 9 modules, really quite small, just really to teach you how to attract, convert and deliver. Don't worry if you're part of my course already because you're in it for free regardless. If you're in with me, you get anything I've got for you. So I'm going to bring this course out. Now the reason I do this, the reason I spend my days and times trying to think of better ways to lift the game is because I need to lift the game. Always. Like I was the first one to bring you online coaching. Now everyone else is doing it. I was the first one to bring you modules in the sky. Everyone else is copying it. I've got to keep lifting my game, guys. Same as you guys, you've got to lift your game. You can't sit on your morals. You've got to keep pushing and pushing the boundaries. So now I'm trying to bring a smaller module course that gives you just 9 weeks. 1 week, 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 and 1 week. That's my plan. You know, really quite small. I'm going to get you out of the war zone. You small salons that are stuck, who don't know how to attract, don't know how to convert, and don't know how to deliver, it's coming soon. And the strange thing about this is just so fantastic, is I'm going to get the people who join me in the next week or two to help me build it. I'm going to build it on my own. I'm going to get salon owners out there to help me build this with me. I'm going to build it one. We're all going to build it together. It's going to be absolutely the best thing ever. Hey Marina, so true. Everything out there, for example, we have a set stand. Marina's talking about her coffee and they didn't have any chai. Really something simple, right? Really something simple. But the difference is next time she goes, she might actually bypass Costas and go off to Starbucks or somewhere else or another coffee that's there. It's something niggly that actually makes you move, guys. It really is. But it's not the fact that, like, really, in the world we live in, how small is that? It's like McDonald's. You go and get a burger and they go, oh, it's a 30-second wait. How angry are you? It's a 30-second wait. Because you're used to having it now. And it also means that when people go to the cinema or when people go to the movies or when people go to restaurants, we expect a certain service. And these people who expect a certain service, guys, they go to your salon. So they're judging your experience, like what experience they get at your salon, with BMW, with Audi, with every other business that's out there. If they get impeccable service and come to you, you're going to be a bit, haircuts are good, but the service is a bit poor. They're not going to recommend you to anybody because they're scared. They don't know if it's going to be up and down. It needs to be perfect, week in, week out, if you're there or if you're not there. It's irrelevant. You learn how to systemize, and that's how you deliver impeccable. You deliver on exactly what you promise, week in, week out. On your busiest day of the week, on a Saturday at 3 o'clock when you're rushing around and running late, to a Tuesday morning when you've got time to breathe. It makes no difference. You deliver the same remarkable service and you teach your team to do that. And if you haven't got a plan to do that, guys, you've got to start a plan. You've got to start this client journey off. You've got to dive in and get this done. How to convert all your likes. Because listen, everyone's shoving stuff on Facebook. We're all doing it, hey. You shove your stuff on. What does it do? Like, I got people that go, woohoo, I've got thousands of Instagram. So, if they're not coming in the salon, it's just nothing, it's just building your own ego up. You've got to learn how to convert these people to actually make a decision. To pick the phone up and call you and book in with you. And if they don't do that, you're just wasting your time, just flapping in the wind. But first of all, you've got to get these people's attention. Think about it, guys. Look about you. You're on Facebook, you're flipping around like this. What stops you? What stops you? Go, oh, I like that post. I must read more. That's what you've got to learn how to do. Then you've got to hopefully put enough content in there that they think, I've got to call this person up. I've got to have a piece of that. I will need to go there. I have that problem they keep talking about. I am that person. Why are they talking to me all the time? I'm getting it. And then they'll come in and then they walk in. You've got to learn how to deliver this. You've got to learn how to actually do what you say. You've got to walk the walk. There you go, guys. I've covered how to attract, convert, deliver. How to give good service. By the way, when they come in, listen with your ears. Don't forget we have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Everyone says that, don't they? Because it is. A good consultation is how much you listen, not how much you talk, by the way. Convert, how to make people on your Facebook page, how to send leaflets out that people actually want to react to and call up. There's a way it has to be done, guys. You've got to be able to fix problems. So think about the problems that your clients have and solve them on Facebook. So that's what people are looking for. Have you not noticed there's a few people in my group that have started doing videos and they're doing really well with it. Like they're getting themselves really, really busy. It's amazing. The salon owners in my group that are really busy are the ones that are putting good quality stuff out there talking to that client with a problem. It's the way to go, guys. And then you've got to be able to stop that scroll. Stop that scroll on Insta. Stop that scroll on Facebook. Big bunch of leaflets. What makes yours stand out? Because you've got to have a continual flow of clients, guys. You really do. If you're doing 100 clients a week at the moment, you're going to go down to 80 clients in a year's time. You've got to fill them 20 just to break even. If you want to grow, you've got to get 40 clients. Think about that. You've got to continually be looking to see what works in your industry, in your area. Awesome, guys. It is, half an hour in. I'm trying to keep this short now for you guys. Go and do some work today. Go and knock it out the park, guys. Go and deliver. If you're here in Australia, go and do some good work, guys. Make some money. Go have a little pep talk with your team before you start. And whatever you've got booked in, if you've got a grand booked in, do 1-1. If you've got 500 booked in, do 550. If you're in the UK, do it tomorrow. Relax. Get up in the morning, do a big team meeting and go, we're going to make more money today than's booked in the salon. Have a quick look in the computer. I'm going to make more money today. And that's it. A pep talk. And you know what? Do a big high five. There's no reward, no cash. Just get the team on board. Let's do a thing. Let's do a challenge today, guys. Let's try and beat what's booked in today. Even if someone cancels, your job is to fill that. Hey, on your way to France. Woohoo, good on you, Marina. Go and enjoy yourself. I hope that's a French flag. It's either a French flag or Italian flag. No, it's no green in there. Definitely French. All right, guys. Have a cracking day. Marina, have a cracking break in France. Woohoo, I've got some friends over there at the moment. They're down the southwest of France, travelling around down that area. They are at the moment. Just left Paris and headed down there. 3 weeks. Woohoo, good for you. They're over there for another 4 weeks or more. They've gone there like 6 weeks, so you might bump into them if you're down that way. Look out for a man with a shaved head and a bit of a goatee beard speaking with an Australian accent. You never know. You might meet him. He's doing the rounds around there. Alright guys, love you and leave you. It's time to go and me do some work today. Time for you to go and do some work today. Don't forget, attract, convert, deliver. If you don't know how to do it, I got a course coming really soon. Do you want to help me build it? Awesome. Catch me later, guys. Catch you later. Thumbs up, guys. Oh, and by the way, I got 13 people online. I want 13 shares. I'm going 100% today. Share, share, share. Come on, guys. Marina, hit the share button. Harmony, hit the share button. Come on, guys. Who else is on? Let's hit that share button. I want this word to go out. Don't you disappear. I'm down to 9. Share, 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 share. High five, guys.